Hi, ma'am.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, madam. Thank you for asking. How are you, ma'am?
All good. Thank you so much for asking. All right. Before we begin, I would like to know what your goal is through this platform. What all areas are we focusing on so we can customize our way into that conversation?
Okay, ma'am.
Hmm.
So, first of all, thanks for invitation and thanks for the big platform I am here.
Most welcome.
So, I just want to know through this platform, I just want to know how to improve English from beginners to intermediate level.
All right. Okay.
Then many audience and my subscribers, learners also ask me. So, though I can understand the where whoever speak English, though I understand, but I can't speak English. So how to overcome that?
All right. So you have been in front of a camera often. I'm sure since you are into recording and everything. But do you
Yes,
do it in a local language more in comparison to
yes,
English? All
yes,
right.
ma'am. Yes,
So I can understand that happens. That happens because sometimes our target audience is where we start off from a local area and then we go global. Right.
yes,
All
yes,
right. I'll tell you one tip maybe that can help you out. See, we are
yes,
very used to speaking a local language. So whenever we try
yes,
to learn Hindi, English, any other language, Spanish, French, it is a new language for us, right?
yes,
So at the back of our head, we are always thinking about a local language or we are converting from our local language.
yes, yes,
Now, so any of these local languages across India, the grammar might be very different in terms of English.
yes,
Sometimes it is not the incorrect English that you speak. It is the gap between different grammars where we mess up, right?
yes,
Try
yes,
not
sir.
to think in your local language and speak in English. Don't do that. Think
Okay,
in
sure,
English
ma'am.
and speak in English.
Sure, sure.
What this will do is somewhere you will be able to correct your own mistakes. Now you will realize what gaps there were because you're not using
Yes,
two different languages to bridge a gap which cannot be bridged. As simple as that.
yes,
Number one. Number two, try to speak in English as much as you can because if you read in English, reading in English in your mind is very different. Some words
yes,
have different pronunciations than spellings. Some words
true.
are used in different ways, more than one way than in a particular sentence. So we have to explore that. That
Yes.
exploration can only come through when you start speaking about it.
Okay.
As simple as that. Number one.
Thank you, ma'am.
Number two, you have to let go of the fear because when you are in front of a camera, and you are on a
Yes,
live or any other thing that you're doing, suddenly a question pops up and you're put on a spot that you have to speak in a different language. You
yes,
tend to fumble because of being conscious and not because of the language. Since you
yes,
are on a YouTube or on a platform, I would say, you have to let go of that fear. Let go. Even if you've made a mistake, be confident to correct it.
yes.
As simple,
Sure, ma'am.
because that will show that you know it. When you correct your own self, that shows that you know it. You just made a mistake because you were interacting, you were thinking, and on those different lines. So
Yes,
think
if we make mistake whenever we conversation same topic, we can correct it.
exactly like just you said this sentence, make mistake. So
Yes,
you make a mistake since we are talking about one mistake. So we use an
yes,
article
yes,
there, right?
make a
Because
mistake.
now, right now, you feel ki already you're talking to somebody who's speaking in English. Whether you'll be able to speak or not, whether you'll make a mistake while talking to me or not. There are certain thoughts like this which cross your mind, which is very natural. If you ask me
Yes,
to
I
speak
think,
your
madam,
local language, I
when
will not be able to do that. Same goes for
yeah,
you. So, yes.
yeah.
Please go on.
So when I am focusing on grammar,
Mhm.
I stuck somewhere middle of the sentence.
Mm.
So I just forget grammar and just go flow. So whatever it is right or wrong. So I just practice. I just make conversation whether it
Mm.
is right or wrong. After that, after that I have to rectify wherever I did mistake.
All right, I'll
Wherever I
tell you
did
a
mistake.
simple activity for this. Okay,
Yes,
so you face the camera a lot. That is primarily your profession or at least your hobby as of now. What I'll tell you to do is write down whatever you want to speak,
okay,
right? Write it in your
mm,
own words. Don't use any AI, don't use ChatGPT, whatever you want to say. Maybe you are writing a script for whatever next you are going to record, right?
yes,
In
yes.
front of a mirror. All right.
Okay,
Stand in front of the mirror and look into your own eyes when you speak. Now,
okay.
this will make you more conscious than anybody else on this earth because you're talking to yourself
Mm,
absolutely bare. It will make you conscious. You don't even
yes,
realize it will actually make you conscious when you talk to yourself by looking in the eye. But what this will do is you will start realizing your mistakes. You'll start correcting yourself gradually. We'll start with basic sentences: who you are, where do you live, what's your name, what's your family's name,
what's
basic things. We'll make our way up. For that, we'll have to study a little bit of grammar as well, because once we're clear with the basics or we revise the basics, we'll be able to move
yes,
forward. And basics not on pen and paper, basics where we are speaking that
well,
into existence. Yes,
yes, yes,
then will we be able to remember it because we've already studied it in school, but we don't remember it. That
yes,
happens
I
with
agree, ma'am.
everybody, right? So that is again, that
Yes,
is something that we need to do. But talking to yourself, and gradually we'll move away from the script and you'll start speaking impromptu to yourself in English.
yes,
Then start speaking in English with your friends, with your family, whoever you live with. Wherever you surround yourself with that local environment of speaking in that local, not so local language, you will start learning. You'll pick up words,
yeah,
probably you start reading newspapers, you'll watch Netflix series, you'll do n number of things where you'll start picking up language, and then you will be able to pick up more and more things, and suddenly you'll realize that you are able to speak way more fluently, and you don't really feel anxious anymore before somebody puts you on the spot to speak in English or to reply in English. Why? Because you've enhanced your vocabulary, you've improved your confidence, and you know what you need to speak. Now, if I ask you a question, can you tell me about your daily routine in English? Don't stop, speak whatever you want.
yes. First of all, I wake up at 6 o'clock.
Hmm.
Then I do my activities
Hmm.
like washroom, everything. I brush my teeth, so
Hmm.
everything. After
Hmm.
freshen up,
Hmm.
I take breakfast.
Hmm.
Then I go to school. I'm a primary school teacher,
All
so
right.
I go to school. Then I teach and I give some homework,
Hmm.
everything stuff where whatever in the school.
Yes.
So I give to the student.
Hmm.
Then after 3:30,
All
I
right.
return home. Then I go for a walk.
Okay.
After that I fresh up. Then I read some like English grammar or some I watch some videos on YouTube, some English conversational videos on YouTube.
Hmm.
After that I take a dinner. Then I go to bed. That's it, man.
All right. Very good. See, now when you knew about your own routine, you were confident about it. So you were not thinking about anything else rather than what your routine was. You were going time wise in your head.
Yes, yes,
What do you do next? So
yes,
your speaking was easier for you and you did not
yes,
make a lot of mistake. One correction
yes.
I'll tell you is when you return from work, you
Home,
don't return to home because you're
home,
anyway talking
home.
about returning. So I return
Yes,
back home.
I
So
return back home.
you can use
So
the word
return
back.
and back both. We should not use both. Like on. So
Yeah.
return is equal to back, right, ma'am?
Yeah.
So
So
I
if
return home.
all right, you return home, or I returned back a gift to the shop. That in that sense, if you're
Okay,
giving something back in that sense, both the things can be used in the same sentence as well. Right?
okay, ma'am.
So sometimes English is a very funny language. You have to
Yes,
bear with that.
yes,
All right. So this is something rest you were able to explain it very fluently. Right?
yes, ma'am.
See, you you are starting off with a language you probably have not spoken 24/7. So
Yes,
number one, please do not compare yourself to anybody, because if you start talking to a trainer or start talking to your friends whose jobs are overseas or something, so they might be in a habit of speaking it. They might not
mm,
think about it, but they're consciously, subconsciously talking like that. So don't think you are not to that level. And what happens is sometimes when you think you're not up to that level, you don't want to have a conversation with them. But
mm,
trust me, that is an eye opener, because then that will give you the confidence and you will learn a lot from that person also.
yes,
Don't be scared about it.
yes,
Right? If you ask me to speak in your local language, I don't even, probably won't even know a word.
yes,
Right? So it's the
Yes,
same
ma'am.
thing. I will probably speak it in a very, very shabby manner. So
Hmm.
you don't have to worry about that. We don't know all languages, but you are making an effort to learn it and you are
Yes,
already learning it on your own. So that is a big, big thing. So, anyways, that confidence is there. So do not compromise on the level of confidence for that. You're already
yes,
there. You are just that you have to polish it and you have to keep learning. And even right now, I'll say that I've been involved in speaking of English for so many years. In my profession, also, I speak because it's primarily based out of communication,
okay,
right? But with that, also, there are certain words that I also don't know. Probably learn from students. Probably I
yeah,
learn from everybody that I come
sure,
across, my seniors. So it is
yes,
not always restricted. So even
yes,
in this journey, on this journey where you're learning English, for n number of years, you will only keep on learning,
yes,
irrespective, right? So
yes,
don't have that fear in your mind. All right.
sure, ma'am.
So did we did one question about your basic routine. So let's ask, how do you like to teach kids? What is your style of teaching?
Yeah, I'm a primary school teacher. Like I work in a government school, so in
Mhm.
government sector.
Very
So
nice.
they provide some books and
Mhm.
materials. So we
Mhm.
prepare TLMs, teacher learning materials. So
Mhm.
through that stuff, I teach the students, and it's a funny way. So primary school teacher, right? So I need to mold with them. Like I need to bend with their age.
Mhm.
So I recite some poems, like I sing some songs, whichever they learn, whichever they understand.
All right. So I'm assuming the kids are quite young in age since you have to kind of sing songs and recite poems to them to help them understand,
Yes.
right? So have you seen them being confident with whatever random things that they do?
So actually, whenever I recite poem, they recite loud and loud.
Hmm. No, that's what
Okay.
I'm saying. See, my question is that when have you seen, since they are young kids, they are literally kids, have you
Yes.
seen how confident they are in whatever that they do? Because that inhibition is not there. Similarly, they are also learning something. So they are
Yes.
not scared of it. So learn
Yes,
that
ma'am.
from them where you're not scared of being putting yourself out there. So
Yes.
whenever you are talking to these children as well, you will speak in English. I'm sure you already do, right? You have to do it because that will give you a confidence somewhere that you're starting off from the basic as well.
Yes.
That will help you polish your basics every time you speak to them. And you gradually will take on the ladder because then you're able to speak to any age group. If you can talk to a child and win a trust of a child, that means you have a lot of confidence because it takes a lot of effort to do that. And
Yes, ma'am.
so teaching those children actually know how much effort that goes into it with every student.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? So this is what you have to work on is to learn from your environment and to take as much qualities when it comes to speaking of a language equally. Now you can ask the questions that you want to.
So so if I want to become a advanced level or intermediate level, so
Hmm.
what practices do I do? So what would
Okay.
you suggest?
All right. See, I can give you very idealistic ideologies also to read a book or to go to
Yes.
Netflix. They help. I will not say they don't help. The only thing which is the best version for you to learn a language is to speak it. Since you're already invested in a platform like Clapingo, whenever
Yes.
you talk, start talking, have conversations with people. This will help you enhance it. Why? Because we are sitting here, we will, put in, okay, this has to be said this way because of this reason. Speak it. Grammar, books, sometimes in series, we get so engrossed with the character that we forget that we are there to learn a language. We
Yes.
get so engrossed in the storyline. So that is very natural. Happens to everybody, right?
Yes.
So you don't have to worry about it. Don't worry about the fact that you are standing here, standing there. Don't worry about levels also. Just focus on learning because you are not
Sure.
giving an exam in English. Not today, not tomorrow. You are
Yes.
learning a language which is an
Yeah.
enriching process. You
Yes.
will learn it. You already know that language. Number one, it is not like you're learning ABCD. You know
Yes.
the language. You're just trying to connect the gaps that are there.
Yeah. Yes.
One thing I'll tell you, whenever you come for sessions or you have doubts, ask about grammar, right?
Oh,
If
sure.
you have a session again, I will definitely bring more activities for grammar now that I know that what lines you're working on. So grammar,
Sure.
what this does is because we have alphabets, alphabets form words. Now these words are also grammatical words, and then there are
Yes.
words, and then this is how sentences are formed.
Sentences.
So
Yes.
this gap which we might have in terms of speaking can get filled by this, by
Yes.
this
So
basic.
connectors. So when we talk, we should add the connectors, the
Yes.
conversation between
So
the
if you
conversation.
feel that there is a gap,
Yes.
probably narrow down to the fact ki what gap is there. Is it because of grammar? Is it because I am using a incorrect preposition? Is it because of the article I misplaced that the sentence
Yes.
structuring is going haywire? So we focus on these lines. What
Yes.
is the problem? Understand the problem. Then it will
Yes.
automatically give you the confidence because you know the solution and you will not make the error again.
Sure, ma'am.
Sometimes when we listen to the errors that we make from somebody else, we tend to forget it also. What did she tell me? What did he tell me? What am I supposed to do? Okay, we'll see in the next session. This is what happens. You will correct yourself, you will never forget that. So that is one thing you have to do. Don't just focus.
Sure.
And you can't define your level as, I won't call you a complete beginner either. I will not call you an intermediate either. You are somebody who knows the language. You are just trying to polish it. You're
Yes, ma'am.
trying to learn new words. You're trying to get back in touch with the language you don't speak 24/7. So it
Yes,
is
that
not
is
like
true.
you're an intermediate, you're a beginner. I would say a 4-year, 5-year-old child might be a beginner. But
Yes.
you heard the language, you're teaching in that language. So it is not that you don't know it.
Yeah, the problem is many learners from rural area background, right? So they speak their mother tongue. Many of them they speak mother tongue, and people around them, so they speak their mother tongue. Language impacts. So the
I
is impacted by
Whenever
the.
if you are in an area where the local language is more prominent, it is
Yes,
obvious that you get influenced by it and not the other way around. And if you go across India, the pronunciation and flair for English also varies,
yes, yes,
right?
ma'am. True,
From
true.
every state, whether it is in a particular region, every district will have a different version of it. So
Yes,
it's absolutely all right. Just stick to the basics. Anyway, speaking depends on person to person. That
yes,
cannot be put in a box, right?
sure.
So just keep on learning. Don't push yourself that, oh my God, I have to master it. That fire should be there in you. But don't
Yes,
think I have to become an advanced level person or something like that. So try to read a newspaper, try to read it aloud,
sure, ma'am.
speak it out loud, or
Yes,
stand in front of the mirror with a newspaper as if you're a journalist. All right.
yes,
And try to read it out to you. Then you look at yourself in between the sentences as if you're giving a speech. Try to do this. This helps you in confidence building. Number two, gradually imagine you're a journalist. You're reading out to the public. So then you have this thing in the mind, you cannot make an error.
sure.
You put yourself in a conscious spot. Maybe
Yes,
you can have a news snippet on your YouTube channel or something where you're trying to debate or whatever. You put up a essay and you want more ideas or inputs. Read aloud.
yes.
That will help
So
you
that
a lot.
that will help our pronunciation improvement.
Absolutely. That will
Yes.
help. And sometimes if you get stuck, you would want to research the word really quickly and see
Mm.
what does this word actually mean.
Actually,
Will
yes.
improve your vocabulary, and then you'll probably one day while speaking, you will use that word somewhere. And then you'll keep
Yes,
on using that word.
definitely. Yeah, definitely.
That is exactly how all of us have learned.
Yes,
Yes, YouTube series and Netflix and all these platforms do help, but to an
yes,
extent. They are
yes.
not a teaching platform.
Mm.
Plus, don't
Yes,
make it boring for yourself when you're doing self-study.
yes,
What people tend to do is go through books, go through newspapers, listen to videos. Listening to videos is not you talking. Listening to
yes.
videos will only let you know ideas. It will not help you talk.
Help you. Yes.
The
So
only way to
we
learn the
should
language.
speak
Yes,
out. We should speak out.
absolutely. So if kids in the rural area, if you're trying to teach somebody whose primary language obviously is not English, since it's not in
Yes.
it, right? Is for you to start teaching them English. Start with
Yes.
ABCD. What this
Yes.
will do is you will also go through the basics. They will
So I
speak.
work in a rural area. So there are
Mhm.
also students from a rural background, right? They only speak their mother tongue, Telugu. So I am from Andhra Pradesh. They only speak Telugu. So whenever
I
I speak English, they can't understand. So
exactly.
then, if they want to understand, I need to speak Telugu. So that is the problem
That's
here.
all right. What you can do is you try to connect with them in your mother tongue, right?
Okay.
But you tell them that this is what we are learning.
Yes.
So, whatever you're teaching, the process of teaching can be in the local language. Especially, I understand you're juggling between two languages. But
Yes.
when you are doing it, you will clarify your doubts also and you go through basics also.
Basic. Yes.
Like if I say you're trying to teach them alphabets. So you tell them in Telugu that today we are learning English alphabets. What
Yes.
are those alphabets? There are so and so alphabets. There are 27 alphabets. These are
Um,
the alphabets. This. This is how you write in bold and this is how you write in cursive. So you taught them. Then we go on to verbs. What are verbs? You can explain the process as to how can they connect that idea. Like you can create analogies, right?
yes.
Okay, if this is what you do in your daily life, this is something that you do in this language. Try to bridge the gap for them through that local language. It is an added advantage to you. They will listen because then they know what they are doing. So this
Definitely,
is
ma'am.
what you can do.
Yeah, definitely. I follow that.
Yes, that helps. That usually helps.
Yes.
All right. So I think our time's up. But if you have any other questions for me, I'd be happy to answer that.
Nothing, madam. Thanks for the connecting
Most welcome.
clapping.
All right. And just keep on speaking. If we ever come across, I'll make sure we have more activities planned. And
Okay.
we can probably work on your grammar and keep on testing and, kind of polish it through the way. All right. All
Sure.
right. Nice
Sure,
meeting.
madam. Thank
Thank you.
thank you, ma'am. Thank you.